Holy smokes, guys. He got a new loader.
Trying to learn it. It's nice, you know.
Not used to having brakes, are you?
Right.
Kind of hard to tell from camera. It looks like a chaotic mess yet, but Pete has got a lot of stuff out where this equipment's at. There's a lot of small stuff kind of hidden in these trees. Then it gets out to the bigger things once we get into the open grove area. So once I get done there, it's not gonna be long. We're gonna have that whole thing cleaned out. And I wanna give a really big thank you to Pete because he took this auger graveyard and he cut everything up here. He picked up the ground. It's nice, clean, completely transformed. We do have a couple piles of different stuff over here. It looks like we got an aluminum pile, a stainless pile. I think this is some cast. Got some heavier small steel there, bigger heavy steel, and a car. Oh my goodness. It looks so good. 5 years in the making, baby. Well, good morning, Crane. All right, guys, we're setting the leg trunking. So we have the 8,000 bushel an hour leg on the right. And we have the 5,500 bushel an hour dry leg on the left. Good morning, Coop.
Morning.
There goes Poodle Boy. There she goes. Hey, you running a marathon?
Huh?
You running a marathon?
Oh, I'm running my 5 miles this morning.
So what the Crane guys are up to with the telehandler, lifting it up like that, they do that so that way it takes longer, that way they can get paid more. The reason why they pick this end up with the telehandler and then pick the other end up with the crane, so that way they can get it off the ground. Because the sidewall of the leg trunking is only about that thick. If you pick one end up, it could kink in the middle, and this is like $80,000 for just one 75-foot section of this. So if we didn't kink it, I would kind of prefer that. Once they get all that stacked inside of the tower, then they have this big old belt system with these buckets on it, and they'll set that inside of there, and this spins, and the grain falls into these little buckets, and that's what carries it up the leg. We also got a Lion Energy right in front of me. They trenched in a line, and they're hooking up our transformer, but I'm not allowed to film them because I don't want to get them in trouble. So Lion guys, I'll take my money in small unmarked bills and we won't have any problems. Good morning, Rick.
Hey, good morning.
Getting close to getting her done?
Oh, not quite, not quite.
So as we can see, we got crews on crews. They're running on all cylinders right now. Ben guys are supposed to be out here in a little bit. They're gonna start building the floors, putting in the fans for the beds. But before they get here, Dad and I need to run to town and sign some paper. I'm being just a little mean to the Alliant guys. We got our 3-phase wire on the ground here and they already trenched this in, but we're pushed over just far enough that way when we build another one of these bins over here, I'm concerned this electrical line will be right where the foundation of this next bin's gonna be. So I had them pull everything out. They're gonna scoot it over here right along the edge of this foundation so that way it'll be out of the way and we won't have to worry about it for this next bin. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Farm Service Agency.
One thing here, everybody here is super nice, just great people, so we're in good hands.
Why does every trip to the FSA office take 3 hours?
We like to talk to the workers.
We weren't even talking that much.
No, but it still takes, well, we had a lot of run around to do down there. We'll get some pipe fittings and PVC pipes and...
Oh yeah, I laid in the truck.
Yeah, you laid in the truck while I was doing all the shopping.
Looks like we got leg trunking in. Check out how cool this is. So this is my great Uncle Rick's car. It's a 2017 Honda Accord. And on the back end, they threw this little tow hook on here, which is pretty stinking handy to hook onto, other than the fact that this is the gas tank. So if you're ever trying to pull a car out, or any vehicle for that matter, and there's a nice handy convenient tow hook right on the back, make sure it's not the gas tank. Oh, you silly engineers. Love how Pete sits in there with his foot up.
Charge you for tree removal, you know that, right? Yeah. Well, that'll help on the mosquitoes though.
We finally got all our runaround stuff taken care of. Now we got more runaround stuff. We gotta go to John Deere.
John Deere? That's my favorite store. Goodness, what took you so long? Water!
Wade's over here putting our electrical box in here. Trying to use the level, but I didn't tell him I ran it over that day and it's actually bent. So once he gets things up, he's gonna... Yeah. Are you guys done yet? Are you done yet? We got some new bin people that pulled in today and they guaranteed in 2 days this will all be done. No comments from her, what's the deal? But no, we got more people that pulled in today. So we got a good crew that's gonna start putting bin floors on. They're actually lining stuff up. We got one guy trying to figure out where he's at. The bends are over there.
New wheel seal, try to get a new stud bolt, didn't have any, so I guess back to plan B. Run it without the wheel. This is the hub that goes on top of here, so that wheel seal sits in here, and it's what holds all that 90 weight oil from coming out, and then that goes on there, and then the tire attaches to these stud bolts, so that's the bad one. Now the only issue is this is a Volvo semi, and Volvo tends to have it. If anything Volvo is bad, you have to go to Volvo to get the part. So John Deere didn't have the part. I'm going to see if I can find the serial number off of this semi, so that way we can put that in and see if we can get an order from Volvo. They are usually in the worst spot possible. Sneaky little fella hiding right there. Have you ever seen A Christmas Story where Alfie's dad gets that big crate and it's got the leg lamp inside of it? This reminds me of that. You'll shoot your eye out.
Oh boy, things are getting serious. You got the crowbar out.
Getting serious. It's the world's most put together pallet. Jeez.
Are you complaining that they kept your things safe?
No, I'm just complaining they packed it too good.
Watch it.
Just get out of the way.
All right, DC, now you know that it's Cole being feisty with the equipment and the stuff, not me. Just saying.
We had a couple manifold tubes that took a couple extra days to come in for our Prairie Wind system. So we're gonna get these set on here. Beanhead should be ready to go once we get all this stuff clamped together. I believe Cooper is off baling hay right now. Once he gets done with that, we'll come back, might put that wheel seal on the semi, and we need to get the Devastators on the combine.
I'm getting ready to run water lines up through the wall, try to get them to the bathroom, to my sink, different things we need to hook up water, hot water heater. So I'm in here right now, it's kind of quiet. I'm trying to get some holes drilled in, so I'll let you watch me for a while, but I'm trying to get these in now, so when the sheetrocker guy comes, everything is ready, sticking out the wall so he can sheetrock, and then we can go from there.
Red Volvo, white Volvo, gray Freightliner, all done. Each of the trailers are all greased up, ready to go. Tires checked, everything is good on the semis. Got all the Prairie manifolds that we were missing on, all the little tubes connected, hose clamps, everything. Beanhead should be ready to go, other than the fact that we do not have a trailer. We ordered a brand new trailer. It's not here yet, but we can block traffic if we have to put this on the combine. We just have 2 miles down the road to our closest bean field that's ready, so I think that's what we're going to end up doing. The combine itself is ready to go, other than the fact that we're going to put a big top from Prairie on. In the morning, while Dad and Cooper are tightening up the bolts on these Devastators, I'm going to be up in the grain tank seeing if I can get that on. We are still waiting on some parts for the choppers on these 3 rows on the corn head, but we probably won't be combining corn for a couple weeks, so it's not the end of the world if we have to wait just a little bit on those. They don't take very long to reinstall. And in the morning, Ryan, the combine mechanic, is also going to come down. He's going to go over all this stuff with us, make sure we have settings in the right places, because this is all brand new to us, so we want to make sure we have it set up right. And once we actually get out into the field, I need to call Pete Youngblood. He's going to walk me through my monitor here, make sure I get all the calibrations and stuff set correctly, so that way our yield monitor works, our auto steer works, and all the other goodies. So the tentative plan is to start harvest tomorrow, so I think we just have to set up an auger. That's about it. than, you know, all the stuff I just explained. This Prairie Big Top is supposed to allow us to have 65 more bushels into our grain tank, so it's going to be 475 bushels once we get this on. And I'm really looking forward to getting these Devastators on here. I guess these units are the actual Devastator themselves. This runs right over the top of the row, and they spin. So any corn stalk that's standing there and gets run over by, it gets crimped and flattened to the ground. It's going to help break down that residue faster for next year. Okay, all of our radios are plugged in. We've been waiting 11 months to run this combine, and we are looking forward to it. Tomorrow is the day. But that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.